Hello, this is my Valentine's Day look, as you can tell by the title. So jumping right in, this is the NYX First Base Primer Spray, and then priming more with Benefit Professional to just fill in my pores, and just tapping that in the center of your face and any other pore-y areas you want to fill, and just tap it in because you don't want it to pill, so you don't want to rub this product. And then I'm taking Benefit Bravo Conditioning Primer and using that to prime my eyebrows. And then I'm using the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, and I'm using this to prime my eyes. Now I'm taking my Tartelette palette. I'm going to be setting that NYX eye pencil with the first shade in the palette called Free Spirit. Then I'm going in with Force of Nature and using this as my transition shade. I don't know why I can't say the word transition. Now I'm taking Supermom and I'm putting this on my brow bone and just blending it down into that transition shade. And now I'm taking the shade called Caregiver and putting this in the crease. And now I'm going in with the shade Natural Beauty and mixing it with the shade Power Player. And I'm just going to take these two on the outer V of my eye and kind of blend it inward. Just using a fluffy brush right now just to make everything nice and blended. And I'm going to be going in just a little with a more densely packed brush. Here's where I'm taking that more densely packed brush and still using the shades Natural Beauty and Power Player, just deepening up the outer corner and blending everything out. This is a red shade from Makeup Forever, but I cannot remember what it's called. I believe it's Cherry Tomato though. Taking this on a little fluffy brush and putting that in the crease. Now I'm going in with my Subculture palette, using the shade All Star. Putting this in the crease and a little bit towards the outer corner. And blending everything out again. I go in like a million times and just blend everything over and over and over. Oh, and there's a little red mark on my face that just appeared out of nowhere because my dog licked my face. And I had just noticed it right there. Now I'm using this itty bitty brush to kind of outline where my crease is. Just doing this really roughly because we're going to go in later and make it neater. Blending, blending, blending. Now I'm taking the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer in the shade Porcelain. And I'm pretty much going to cut my crease with this, but I didn't want it to be really dramatic. That's why I'm using this concealer, which is not crazy, crazy high coverage, and it's very thin. So it works out really well for this look, because I want to do a cut crease, but I don't really want you to be able to see it. That's the look we're doing. Make sure you look up and look. I look all around, like in a big circle, because I kind of have a lot of extra skin on top of my eyelid, so the concealer will kind of transfer onto that part of my eye. So you want to make sure you bring the concealer all the way up to that part, so that once you're done with your eye look, you don't get concealer everywhere, pretty much. And I'm just kind of feathering out the middle part so it'll blend into the eyeshadow. And I'm going back in with that really skinny brush and the shade All Star from the Subculture palette, and doing the same thing we did before, kind of defining the crease, but now we have a better idea of where the crease is with that concealer on, so we're doing it again to deepen it up. And taking a bigger brush and blending that out. And now I'm adding to the outer corner, kind of making it a V shape with the same color All Star. Blending that out. Now I'm going in with a bigger fluffy brush and blending everything out. The idea for this is kind of going with your really small brush first, place the shadow down, and then go in with increasingly larger brush sizes to blend everything out. And I'm going in with that first shade from the Tartelette palette, Force of Nature, just to blend out the transition a little bit. Sorry if you just heard that. That was me opening the Tartelette palette to see what the name was called. Now I'm using Cube from the Subculture palette. I'm using this to put over where we put the concealer on my inner corner, over basically like 2/3 of my eye, pretty much covering the middle of my eye. And then I'm spraying this little brush, oh my god, why can't I speak, with the NYX Matte Finish Spray, and just going over what I just did with my finger because I wasn't really liking how it turned out. And I'm actually going to continue putting more things on top of that because I'm still not liking it. So now I'm adding on the Physicians Formula Butter Highlight in the shade Pearl, just to the same spot, just to make it a little brighter. And I'm also going to be putting that in my inner corner and on my brow bone. I'm using the, what are you called? Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner in Intense Black, and I'm using this to do a winged liner. The way I do a winged liner is I line my lash line first, usually from the inner corner to the outer, and then I will turn the winged liner, which you will see in a minute, and kind of stamp down the wing and then drag everything in from there. This is how I stamp the wing down, and then drag it in. And this wing was extremely messed up. It was so bad. I had to do it twice. And then I'm going to clean it up with concealer right now. Yep. Now I'm just going to curl my lashes before I do mascara. So the mascara I'm using is the L'Oreal Mango Rock Mascara in Black is Black. This is my favorite mascara. I use this every day. I'm just using this for my top lashes. I never put this on my bottom lashes because it transfers. Well, it transfers on me. So now I'm taking the same NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk and just lining my waterline with that. I pulled down my eye a little bit because I didn't want to get the white all over my eyelashes. Now I'm taking my beauty blender and putting my foundation on. This is the Revlon Color Stay in Buff. Now I'm taking the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla Light 2 and just concealing and highlighting my face. Covering any pimples. Blending that out with my beauty blender. I'm doing my lower lash line with the shade All Star from the Subculture palette. Just putting that in really close to basically my waterline. And then I'm going to take the red Makeup Forever eyeshadow that I have and blend that out a little bit. Just taking this bigger brush and blending everything out again. Now I'm doing my lower lashes with this Physicians Formula Organic Wear Mascara. Now I'm going to set my face with my Maybelline, what are you called? Shine Free Loose Powder in the shade Light. Now I'm taking the NYX 3 Steps to Sculpt palette. This palette is in the shade Fair. There's no names on each color, but I'm taking the bronzer in the palette and bronzing my whole face. Y'all. I'm taking that powder brush that I used before just to blend out everything on my nose, and now I'm taking the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in the shade Brunette, and I use that to start my eyebrows. I brush through them with this, and it makes the hairs kind of look fluffy and like they exist before you pencil through them. So while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to do my blush. I am mixing this Lorac blush, in the shade Plum Prune with that red Makeup Forever shadow from before. Now I'm going in with my NYX Micro Brow. God, I can't speak. NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Taupe, and just kind of underlining and outlining and filling in my eyebrows in any sparse areas So I underlined both of them and I outlined that spot that I'm doing right now. And then the tail of this eyebrow has a little hole right there, so I filled that one in. And then the other side has a little hole in almost the same area, so I fill that one in too. And then my eyebrows will almost be done. See, just filling in that little hole right there. And then just gonna draw in some small strokes at the front of both my eyebrows. And then I'm going to set them with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I'm taking that same NYX Matte Finish Spray to set my face, and I did an extra little spray on both my cheekbones so that I could use this liquid highlight, the Benefit High Beam, and blend that out with my Beauty Blender. Now I'm doing my lips. I am taking this Buxom pencil in the shade Hush Hush and lining my lips, and then just going to fill them in a little bit. Now I am taking this nude lipstick from Bite in the shade Madeira and filling in my lips with that. And then to make it even lighter, I am using this new Sephora lipstick in the shade number 43 in the Clouds. Sorry for that scratching noise. I don't know what that is. Now I'm taking the Physicians Formula Butter Highlight again and just adding more to the highlight, and then everything is done.